You're such an asshole.
AssholeConsulting.com. If you got questions, I got answers. If you have money, and you just have to go to AssholeConsulting.com. And I, America's older brother, the world's only professional asshole, the Dark Knight of advice columns, will yell and scream at you on the internet. And somewhere in there will be help and advice. Hey, asshole, so you've been appointed emergency manager of Evergreen State College. What changes would you make? This is a video request. Name your price, you magnificent bastard. Thanks, Alice. And I say, oh, I have to sit and think about it. And I realize that it's actually it's a much more simple answer. Because you could go down the route, okay, we're cutting all the liberal arts programs. We're going to sit everybody down, and we're going to say, if you don't like it, you can leave, and I'd have, like, armed security. And then I realized, out of a benefit to the Seattle, or the Washington State taxpayer, as a benefit to the kids, as a benefit to the students, I just shut the thing down. I would shut it down. And the reason why is, I'm not saying this because I disagree with the politics of Evergreen State College. It offers nothing of value to society. No one benefits from Evergreen State College. Nobody. The students don't. You could argue the teachers and the management does, the deans, because they're worthless, talentless hacks who would never be employed anywhere else except academia. This is the only bizarro world where people who have completely worthless degrees that have no talent or skill can find employment. As you know, sociology professors or political science professors and Wednesday. But so in that case, they do benefit, but they harm the students, liberal or not, right wing or left wing, doesn't matter. They harm these students by telling them lies and charging them up the yin yang for these lies. And you can't, okay, fine, well, I believe, fine, you believe in all this leftist indoctrinating, brainwashing political bullshit. But you don't learn any skills. Like, if you want to learn what these academians are teaching, you can do it for free at the library. Just go read Karl Marx. Go online, read leftist, Marxist indoctrination and propaganda. You don't need... There's already books written. You don't need these teachers' classes. You don't need these professors. You got it for free on the internet and with the exact same employment prospects. So... Again, nothing. The students aren't benefiting from this. If anything, they're being damaged by taking on student loans and student debts. They're wasting their time. They're wasting 4 years of the youth. Heaven help you if you go to, I don't know if they have graduate programs at Evergreen, but God almighty, that'd be a fucking shit show. The parents who are paying their students' tuition, if they're helping them out, the parents that are borrowing money, the students that are borrowing money, it is a... I don't want to call it force, because force indicates some intelligence behind it or design. It's just an entity of evil. It's just an entity of badness. Nothing good comes of this entity called Evergreen State College, and other colleges as well. You just asked about Evergreen. And then, so what happens after? Okay, so the taxpayers got to pay a little bit of extra money for this entity that produces bad shit. Students got to pay a lot and they waste their time. This is just a black hole of bad shit, and it's a scourge. It's a plague. It's like the bubonic plague. It's like polio. It should be eradicated. There's nothing good that comes. Oh, I mean, and what do you expect from a college? I love it. Their motto was "Let it all hang out, man." Like, fucking dipshits. So the only thing, aside from enriching undeserving liberal arts professors and academia and stuff, the only thing that comes out of this is like 4 more years of hope and lies that these kids can believe. Like, and Evergreen, you look at the acceptance rates and all that, it's like a continuation of the lie of high school version 2.0, where, and I taught at a couple colleges like this, and these were like your low ranked, we'll take anybody as long as you pay type of for-profit colleges. Where you're not getting accepted anywhere else, you really don't want to work hard, you could extend your adolescence for another 4 years and avoid the real world. But again, that's lying to yourself, and then the consequences of you going into debt. So I would immediately, as the emergency manager, I would shut it down, and I would shut it down strategically. I wouldn't like go through proper channels. I would just go to the like grounds engineer, say, shut off the electricity. Let's barricade some doors. And you know what the students would probably, I wouldn't even bother barricading the doors. I'd say, pull anything of value out of these. Let's get the computers. Let's get anything of value out of these buildings, because the students, being the petulant little children they are going to torch it. Let's ship off all the valuable equipment, some off storage facility. Let's you know, shut off the gas, shut off the electricity. Just shut it down. Those physical things, we can shut down the infrastructure. And then I basically tell all the teachers, I'm like, we're shutting this thing down, don't even bother showing up for class. And I'd send out a blast email, but I would wait until I was on my motorcycle driving out west somewhere, and then I'd send out the email from like Moab as I'm enjoying life and smoking a cigar and say, yeah, we're shutting it down, your money will be refunded, next year please apply somewhere else. And then there'd probably be some news stories ran in the newspapers, kind of like, you know, there was a law school, maybe it was Washington, maybe it was California. But every once in a while, a school will shut down, but they don't tell their students. The students are shocked. So what about my dreams? What are these fucking genuinely stupid people? What about my dreams? It's so unfair. I thought I would. And they don't realize that this, like, there was this law school. I wish I remembered it. It shut down. This fourth-ranked, shitty-ass law school. And these idiot kids don't realize, like, that's the best thing that could have ever happened to them, because they were never going to get hired anyway. They were going to go into massive amounts of debt at this shitty-ass law school, and they would never have gotten hired because no law school hires from or no law firm would hire from these shitty law schools. So there'd be the protest. The kids would probably destroy the buildings. I wouldn't care. Let it destroy this entity of evil. And then once they had no place to be, and they had nothing else going on, they'd go back home, they'd play their video games, they'd get some food, and they'd slowly come up with another plan. And then that's what I would do, is I would just shut it down. Oh, I'd get in trouble. You didn't manage it correct. You didn't do your fiduciary response. I'd be like, fuck you, I don't care. I just saved Washington State and the students, well, certainly the students, a life of hell. But they'll go run around and find some other fly-by-night bullshit scam artist, charlatan school, and major in stupid shit anyway. These kids are dooming themselves. But at least the blood wouldn't be on my hand. I say, look, I tried, I did my part to stop you from majoring in stupid shit. I did my part to prevent you from going down this bad path you were going down. I would have, yeah, all these teachers, they would have been laid off. But yeah, I would just shut the thing down. And then it would be great, think about this, the liberal leftist, drug-doing legislatures, legislative members at the state government, they would say, we're going to reopen it. We're going to... I'd be like, too late. You're well-obedient leftist peace and love, man. They just torched the entire place. The infrastructure is destroyed. If they had just respected private property, if they had just acted like adults, you'd still have the infrastructure of the school there, that all you'd have to do is turn the lights on, turn the gas on, and there you go. But since you guys and you leftists, you baby boomer and Gen X leftists, have raised rampant feral, protesting, destructive little children, they went in and destroyed the place, protested against you. This is your Frankenstein monster you created. And now the debate as to whether or not we open it up again, you can fund it, but there's no buildings. They were all burnt out. They're all safety concerns. And yeah, and that's what I would do. And I would do it I'd do it on my phone. And I would buy the extension thing because out in Moab, there's a park called Canyonlands. I know exactly where I'd do it. I'd feel like a James Bond criminal. I'd have the send button right there, and I'd do it at Canyonlands National Park at this outcrop that looks over the canyons. I'd do it like that, and then I'd just put it away, and then I'd just sit on my motorcycle and be like, yeah, and then I'd drive away. It'd be like the ending of a movie, and then fire up the motor, boom, and then I'd drive off in the distance. Then the credits roll. So that's what I would do if I was the emergency manager of Evergreen State College. I would shut that fucker down, and I would let the little brainwashed Frankenstein monsters destroy it for me. I wouldn't have to lift a finger. But it would be great. It'd be like World War Z, the zombies attacking their own hive, and because they're too stupid to know it. And then yeah, but that's all it is. Evergreen, and this is not only Evergreen. There are other colleges that just deserve to be destroyed. And I don't mean we go in and actually bulldoze them as evil, but you just shut them down. And I think at a lot of places, like if you shut down a college, these kids would destroy it. Because they have nothing else in life. And they've been brainwashed. They have nothing else going on in their lives. They do not understand economics. They have shit for parents. They have shit for teachers. They have shit for professors. And then they'll just destroy it. They will just destroy that college that was destroying them. They didn't know it yet. Anyway, that's all we got. You guys got questions, go to assholeconsulting.com. You can read my books. You can get them on Amazon.com. Germane to this would be my book, Worthless, The Young Person's Indispensable Guide to Choosing the Right Major. That'd be for you kids out there at Evergreen. If you want to turn your life around, that'd be the first step. And I'm not even joking. I'm not even trying to be smug or smarmy at this point. I'm being deadly serious. Turn your fucking life around, dude. You should be thankful someone put this video or paid for this video, because like there's a hope one or two of you would wake the fuck up and turn around. If you don't know what to do after high school, you're in college, you don't know what to do, get the book Reconnaissance Man. That's another one that all you college-age kids should be reading. And then we got the Clarity Podcast. You can listen to that on SoundCloud.com. We'll see you guys later. Toodles.